nice way to wrap up a road trip. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies Videocast, and today we're going to recap this afternoon's game between the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Diego Padres, as the Phillies defeat the Padres by a final score of 7-4 as they win the series. As we are joined by a very special guest, please welcome Sdfanscentral to the Vcast, a San Diego Padre fan, of course. So thanks so much for taking the time to come on.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Of course. Hey guys, before we end this video, please subscribe if you haven't yet. Push the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. So, you get swept out by the Diamondbacks and you go to San Diego and take 2 or 3. Should have swept the series, but whatever. So we're just going to let Sdfanscentral take it away here. Give his thoughts on how the series went for the Padres.
Well, from our perspective, not good losing 2 or 3 when we really need to try and win some games to keep up with the red-hot Cincinnati Reds. But from the perspective of Padres versus Phillies, to me, it seemed like Friday night, it was just one inning you guys had against Snell, and then I feel like we were getting to Matt Moore, and then Girardi went to the bullpen early, which makes sense. But what didn't make sense to me was Girardi managed it with like a Game 7 with how many pitches he had Neris, Bradley, and Kennedy go. And it worked for that game, obviously. But I feel like if he didn't manage that game, like a Game 7, that we would eventually come out on top. But since Girardi managed that like it was a Game 7, Philly came out on top. But then I think it hurt you guys for last night because he had to pretty much no choice but to leave Nolan for, 117 pitches, and he ran out of gas. He had the home run. So I feel like that evens out, though, because I feel like if he didn't manage that like it was the game Friday, like it was Game 7, that we would have won that, but then you guys would have won last night if you didn't have to stick with Nola so long. And then today, we didn't get starting pitching at the deadline, which is something that I, on my page, have said over and over again was a big failure by our management. And Kyle Gibson was one of those targets, and he ran into a little bit of trouble early, but then once he got some runs, I guess we do what we've been doing, and that's abandon our approach once we fall behind, and Gibson just fell in a groove and ate us alive those last 5 innings.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, pitching. As we jump into scoring summary, in the bottom of the first inning, Manny Machado into sacrifice fly to left field, and Grissom comes around to score us at 1-0 San Diego, so the Padres take an early 1-0 lead off Kyle Gibson. So fun with the baseball there from Manny Machado. We pick it up top of the 4th inning, Rhys Hoskins. Back our all-starter, right? His first big league home run back in 2017 at this ballpark. It's his 25th of the season, right? Activated on the IL today. Big news, Album getting sent back down to AAA, which I thought was a really surprising move. And that ball was crushed. He knew he got it. So the Phillies tied at 1. So welcome back, Rhys Hoskins. And double around the same inning singles on a sharp ground ball to right field. Ronald Torres and Travis Gronkowski, the former Padre, come around to score. And the Phillies going to take a 3-1 lead. So Duberera, he raked in this series, right? I mean, he was getting out. We all know how streaky he could be, and he's heating up. I mean, we love to see this. And at the top of the 5th inning, Rhys Hoskins does it again, ladies and gentlemen. He launches a home run to left field, number 26 on the year, second of the ball game. And it's now 4-1 Phillies lead. So he's picking up right off, right? I mean, he was hot when he went on the IL, and he comes back off the IL, and he's performing at the same level. Then at the top of the 7th, Odubel Herrera, like I said, stays hot as he homers on a deep fly ball to center field, his 11th of the season. Another home run coming on the road for Alvarito. 10 of the 11 have come on the road. Now a 5-1 ball game. Then the BCIB JT Real Muto. He got hold of this one as he homers on a fly ball the other way to right center field. His 14th of the season. He needed this, right? A 200 also scores Harp. Harp walking there, and it's a 7-1 Phillies lead. So, dude, how did you feel at this point in the ballgame? I mean, your team's done 7-1. I mean, you're looking at another series loss here.
It's just more of the same. What's been that way since Weathers got beat in the finale against Miami. I don't know if that game, losing that game to Miami, embarrassingly, was just like, crap. I don't know, but since that game, it's just been more of the same. We haven't won a game Weathers pitched in 6 weeks since before the All-Star break. So once Leathers gave up the home run to Hoskins, I kind of felt like, here we go again.
Right. Then about I think the Padres made a little comeback here. Wasn't enough since they were down 6 runs. Austin Noel, Aaron Noel's brother, doubles on a line drive to left field. Bases clearing double to Source Collinsworth, Hosmer, and Carantini. It's now a 7-4 ball game. So Austin Noel with his 8th double of the season off of Hector Neris, right? I mean, oh my goodness gracious. And how about how Pat McCarthy said he came in and slammed the door? Like, oh yeah, it was like free and easy. But anyway, a win is a win. 7-4, a series win. So since we're talking about Austin Noel and Aaron Noel here, I mean, what did you think of this little duo here in this series? It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like their dad. His reaction was pretty funny.
Right. Yeah, that was pretty cool. So Doer, a 4-hit day out of the leadoff spot. I mean, I said it before, I'm saying it again. He is heating up right now. It's now climbs to 259. Going into this game, it's at a 250. And OPS is also climbing now at 750. I understand that guys like Imaging would cut it and pull it off, but I tell you, it's nice to see Doer pick it up a little bit. And Gene Segura, I mean, boy, I mean, he did not have a good road trip. He did collect a hit this afternoon, but not really impressed with him. I mean, run out these ground balls, man. I cannot stand the laziness. Bryce Harper, not the best day, but it's all right. I mean, Rhys Hoskins hit 2 home runs. JT Muto also joining the action with a 2-run shot to score, Bryce. So that's perfectly okay, right? I mean, if he has an off day like this, it's not the end of the world. Since we're on the topic of Bryce Harper, I mean, all you heard in the 2018-2019 offseason was Bryce Harper, Manny Machado, Bryce Harper, Manny Machado. So you all got Manny Machado, we got Bryce Harper. So, from a Padres fan looking at Bryce Harper, what do you think of him?
I think that it's been that the players for both teams have really helped their teams. I think it's more of management around them failing them. That's why these teams haven't done more. That relates more to the Phillies than us because we did make the postseason last year while the Phillies still haven't with Harper, although looks like this will be the first at least over 500 season with Bryce, but that's obviously not what y'all are shooting for when you signed him, not what you had in mind. So bit of a failure from both managements, in my opinion, that neither of these guys have gone past the division series since those contracts signed, but the players relative to their contracts have lived up to it for both sides.
I would definitely agree with you on that, man. I really do. And take a look at JT, like I said, he collected the 2 hits. With that home on the opposite field, a 2-run shot, and hopefully the payoff did him well. Rhys Hoskins, it's really hard though, because Duber, collecting the 4 hits, Rhys Hoskins returned from the IL with the 2 home runs. I'm going to give player of the game to both of these dudes. I mean, they both had really killer days. And even Kyle Gibson too, man. We'll get to him in a little bit, but he pitched an absolute gem in this one. So Rhys Hoskins, welcome back, my friend. Dieter Gores just continues to do absolutely nothing. It's the same story over and over again. And we'll talk about Album getting sent down at the end. Take a look at Kyle Gibson. Start 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 1 runs earned, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. You can't even talk about balls, right? I mean, and it's nice not to have Album playing at third. This guy's pitching. Of course, now he's back down in the Valley, but you need to have good defenders out there. I mean, thank God Brad Miller's not starting first in this game. And I like that, though. You got guys like, Zach Wheeler, who can really generate a lot of strikeouts. Even Aaron Noel saw last name striking out 11. So it's nice to have kind of a ground ball type pitcher here. Of course, he's striking out 3 and 8, right? I mean, I really like Kyle Gibson a lot. And I think this guy needs to be your number 2 guy. Forget about what Noah did last night. I think this guy needs to be your number 2. Now 9 and 5 in the year gets the win. And Hector Neris, right? Kind of a scary about 9th inning there. Bailey Falter. I mean, of course, all those 3 runs were George him since he did a lot of space runners. It makes sense. Hector Neris kind of doing some Hector Neris things. I was giving this guy a lot of credit this morning. But a win is a win. I kind of forgot to talk about this at the end here. But that little comeback the Padres had in that inning, did you think that that maybe could propel them to maybe coming back in this game?
I feel like there's one of my friends has been telling me that Tatis homered every 9 at bats, and it's actually been a couple more than that since he has after today's game. So I felt like if Grisham had been able to get on base to bring the tying run to the plate for Tatis, then I would have felt pretty good about our chances. But unfortunately, that did not happen. Unfortunately for us, anyway. Fortunately for you guys.
Yeah, right. I'm sure we're kind of on this topic right now. Going back to Bryce Harper here for a second, just kind of talk a little about him. With him and Fernando Tatis Jr. in the running for National League Most Valuable Player award, of course. I understand there might be a little bias in this answer, but who do you see winning this award?
I'm actually going to go a little bit outside the box here. The thing is, it's not necessarily something I 100% agree with, though I can kind of see where voters come from this. A lot of times they tend to favor a guy, did he get his team into the playoffs? And with the way Atlanta's going right now, that's maybe not looking so great for you guys. And for us, we're kind of starting to fall out of it. So I do think if Tatis, just goes off these last 5 weeks and gets us in the playoffs, that he wins MVP. But I think a guy on this you got to look out for is you got to look at, like, Joey Votto in Cincinnati. I mean, what he's done, he's playing like he's in prime again. Every time when Castellanos was down, he was on fire. Now he's picking it up while Winker's out. And Cincinnati is red hot. So that's another name that you got to throw in there.
Right, absolutely. Another name that's not really, I understand he missed some time. And Harper missed, and Tatis missed some time too. But Juan Soto of the Washington Nationals, I understand he's on a really bad team, but he's putting up MVP numbers as well. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, he's having a great season compared to Harper. Wasn't sure if it was you or some other Phillies page that posted the comparison, but Soto's having absolutely fantastic year. The thing is, he won't get much attention because of how bad of a team he's on.
Yeah.
And unless you're, like, posting, like, A-Rod in Texas numbers, you're just not going to win MVP on a losing team.
Right. Absolutely. I definitely agree with you on that. Just to kind of talk about some Phillies club news here. Like I said, of course, right? I mean, Rhys hasn't played this game. He was activated off the 10-day injured list prior to this game. I mean, thank God he is back, right? I mean, no more Brad Miller at first base. Right, and I like Brad Miller, as a bench bat, but as an everyday player, no thank you. And Alec Bohm, a very shocking move, another mishandled transaction. Alec Bohm sent down to the AAA affiliate Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. Shocking. I did not see that coming out. Of course, we all know how bad his defense is. Just absolutely terrible. He's lasted above 300 since July 1st, so I just don't really understand this move from that perspective. I understand it from a defensive perspective, don't really understand it from an offensive perspective. Of course, they were really, really limiting his playing time, so he finally gets sent back down to the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs, right? It's kind of a surprising move. He'll be back up, though. Going back to Padres and Phillies here for a second, do you see the San Diego Padres seeing October baseball this year?
It's so hard to say because we go on these long streaks where we just look like complete trash, like we have been this last week and a half. Then we have these other streaks where we don't lose for 2 or 3 weeks.
Right.
So I don't know what's going to show up. I will say though the whole thing where it's the Reds have the second easiest schedule and the Padres have the hardest. I don't think that really matters because here in San Diego, we all know what happened at the end of the 2007 season when the Rocktober Colorado Rockies ran us down and ended up in the World Series. Those last 2 weeks of that season, Colorado played nothing but teams over 500, and we had, I believe it was 7 games in those last 2 weeks against last place teams. So who you're playing doesn't matter because on paper, projection doesn't matter. Anybody can beat anybody one game in baseball. So games are played on the field, not on a computer or projection or records coming into the game. So that doesn't really matter to me. It's just, can we pick it up? Can we get hot like we've shown before?
Right. Absolutely, man. I totally agree with you. So thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Of course, guys, if you watch this video, please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please hit the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Take on social media, the link in the description section at Phillies on Instagram, Twitter, Instagram, call or text 267-225-3292. Email philliesatsensitive@gmail.com. So, guys, thanks for watching off day tomorrow. We head back home after this 6-game road trip now. Much needed day off here from the jet lag. 7:05, the first pitchers welcome the Tampa Bay Rays to town for a quick 2-game set. Ross Edelman on the mound for Tampa Bay, 1-1 with a 3.64 ERA going against Rangers score. 5-4 with a 1.47 ERA. So, guys, thanks for watching. I was joined by Sdfanscentral. I'm Luke, and I'll talk to you later. Let's go, Phil. So, I'll see you guys.